Hi everyone, I'm Bernardo, and for this assignment, I'm analyzing the US, Russia, and China as living creatures because geography isn't just background, it's what shapes how state move, defend, expand, and panic. I'll explain each one using skeleton, geography, muscles, resources, and instincts strategy. Finally, wounds and vulnerability. The United States, geographic analysis and metaphor. The creature is a bald eagle with an ocean serpent tail. The US is a beast built for security and reach. The key reading idea is that the US has insular safety. It's protected by the Atlantic and the Pacific, which acts as natural moats. The skeleton, two oceans plus huge internal land, plus related safe borders, north and south. Strength, oceans make invasion extremely hard, big internal space, and navigable rivers like the Mississippi system make trade and logistics efficient. Strong farmland and varied climates equals stable food and population support. Muscles, resources, a lot of its power comes from having major resources and production inside its own territory, so it's not trapped by a single choke point. Infrastructure of power. It's real, power it's maritime, uh, ports, ports on both coasts, and mainly naval dominance, which lets the US protect sea lanes and protect influence globally. The instincts keep threats away and build alliances. Wounds, global reach is expensive, and the US depends on stability in global trade routes and overseas commitment. Russia. Creature, winter bear, and scared flanks. Russia is the most shaped by fear. The key idea from the reading is Russia's historic fear of invasion, especially through the flat western plains. That geography builds a defensive and paranoid instinct. Skeleton, a giant landmass with harsh climates, but an exposed western approach. Huge territory gives strategic depth, distance, and winter exhaust enemies. Massive resources like oil, gas, and minerals. Weaknesses such as the size make control and logistics hard. Long internal distances are expensive. Muscles, Russia's muscles are energy and raw materials, and especially oil and gas, as I said. Infrastructure of power, pipelines, rail networks, and energy corridors, like its veins. Instincts create buffers, dominate nearby zones, and prevent encirclement. Basically, if I don't push outward, I'll get pushed. Wounds. Its borders are hard to defend, and an economy tied heavily on commodities and pressure. China. Creature panda with a dragon spine. China's power is concentrated and productive, but its major vulnerability is reading idea of Dreamland. Choke point dilemma. China is strong, but its lifelines can be restricted. Skeleton, a powerful coastal core with mountains and deserts in the west acting like walls. Strengths, dense populations plus massive industry along the coast. Big rivers, and like the Yangtze, support agricultural and transport. Some weaknesses are many borders and regional rivals, heavy dependence on imports like energy, muscles, manufacturing, infrastructure capacity, and trade, infrastructure of power, megaports, rail, and economic corridors. And its big issue, vulnerability around sea lanes and choke points, like the Malacca problem. Instincts secure nearby seas, protect supply chains, and stop containment. The wounds, trade disruption, and blockade pressure hits China system fast. The comparative instincts, fear, hunger, and strategy. Fear of the US is losing sea control and global reach. Hunger, stable global trade lanes, and the strategy is maritime dominances, plus alliances. Russia, fear, invasion, and encirclement. Hunger, buffers and control of nearby space. And the strategy is land power and pressure on neighbors. China, fear, being choked through the sea lanes. As I said, containment, hunger, energy flow, and trade stability. Strategy, dominate regions, secure routes, and reduce choke point risks. If they fought, who dominates? Because it has the stronger. In my opinion, the US will have the best geographical setup, the strongest natural protection, two oceans, strong internal logistics and resources, and the ability to operate globally through sea power. China is the main challenger, especially regionally in Asia, where it can concentrate power close to home. Russia can be extremely dangerous on land and disrupt stability, but geography makes it long-term global reach harder. Distance, logistics, limited warm ports, and economic dependence on resource export. The final insight. And the United States have safe geography and enables global action. Russia, fear of invasion, creates a constant buffer instinct. China, power grows fast, but geography forces it to solve access and containment. And finally, geopolitical destiny. To end with the prophecy, how geography shapes fate. The US, as long as oceans protect me, I can control my seas. My influence will stay worldwide. I will keep pushing outward to survive, because the planes never stop being a threat. China, my destiny is to break choke points and secure access, because my power depends on open routes. And that's the final point. Geography, in my opinion, doesn't just shape borders, it shapes instincts, and those instincts shape history. Thank you very much.